Let's speak to Dr. Ayawaso Osai. He's the Dean of Studies and Research at the Institute of Local Government Studies. Dr. Osai, thanks for joining us. If you can unmute your audio, kindly, Dr. Ayawaso Osai. So we were talking about learning the lessons really from Ayawaso West Wuogon. In your view, have we learned those lessons?
Well, I think they are early days yet, but the measures put in place by the security agencies suggest that we are gradually learning some lessons out of that. But I think I would advise that we should not compare the Ayawaso case with the national character of what is happening. The Ayawaso case is an isolated case in one suburb within a constituency, in fact, one polling station. The energy and the strategy we need to deal with the issues at stake now requires a national strategy. So I would advise that the security agencies should rather look at it on a national scale, put in place appropriate intelligence on the ground. I think there is gradually a failure between intelligence and security. Because if intelligence are always on the ground, some of these things will be seen or known ahead of time to allow security to move. So I'm advising the managers of our national security to work towards improving the collaboration and coordination between intelligence and security. Now, all strategies must be national in character.
Now, Dr. Osai, I'm asking about this in particular because, again, we see military personnel or state security forces being accused of carrying out the work of a certain political party, and which is exactly what we saw in the Ayawaso West Wuogon time, these accusations being made. So the question here is that, have the security agencies done enough to engender trust in the political space?
I think they have not done enough, but they are working on it. You know, whichever way you look at it, you get one party complaining, but like Dr. Joynews said, it should take the security agencies to be able to rebrand themselves, to be able to send a signal that they are there for all political parties. They are there for Ghanaians. They should exhibit a nationalistic character. And once they do that, people will have confidence in them. Because if they are not able to do that and people start saying that, look, they want to defend themselves, that is also total chaos. And that should not be encouraged in our system. So the security agencies would have to approach this issue in a nationalistic character and send a confidence signal among all the parties.
But do they have the independence to do that? And pardon me, I'm asking my listeners, my viewers to pardon me because I may be sounding like a broken record, but the question of an independent police system and an independent police complaints commission has come up, using that as an example, because we have talked about the military. These two, as an example, have come up on countless occasions. The political elite just seems to lack the motivation to truly make these security agencies independent.
You see, it's a creature of our law. It's a creature of our law. So let us force them to be national in character. And then after the elections, we should reach a national consensus towards depoliticizing, if anything at all, the security agencies. Because anytime there's a change in government, the head of the security agency is changed. When it happens like that, you don't give them the security of tenure to be able to perform their functions as required as professionals. That is not to say that they are not professional. But I think there is something fundamentally wrong with our constitution and the way heads of security agencies and even the way the police council is constituted. It is a constitutional matter. And it is a national conversation we need to have if we do not want to see these things happening in future.
You began this answer by saying, let us force them. How do we do that?
We try to expose the security agencies that are biased, those persons who are biased. And then we try to get the security agencies themselves to use their internal systems to sanction officers who turns out to be apolitical or who turns out to support one political party or the other. Because I believe that they have sanctions regime within the system. They have administrative and disciplinary measures. I'm sure it is not all the policemen and women or all the military men who may end up behaving in such a way that, or acting to suggest that they are on the side of one political party. Let us name and shame. Once we continue to name and shame, we'll be able to put them on their toes. Apart from that, we should use the judicial systems. Where people's rights are being trampled upon, where people think they have been unnecessarily discriminated against, they should use the law courts. And once we get some of these rulings going in favor of citizens who think their security or their rights have been trampled upon on the basis of discrimination from any of these security agencies, they will sit up.
Dr. Eric Odrosai, thank you very much for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you for having me.